All right, all right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom. Sister Deborah coming this evening with a live regarding issues that is before us. And these issues are also connected with many of prophecies, okay? So it's not like we're going to be able to turn these issues all around. So if we can't change these issues, we can't turn these issues around, we can't preach this issue to go away, or we can't erase this issue. What is that saying to us? Now we got to go back to the drawing board and learn how we are to live in the conditions and the situations that is before us in this day and time. There are so many things that individuals really believe that they are going to escape in such a midnight hour. And I, as a prophetess in the wilderness, is here to tell you, you're not going to escape it. But you can beat it by the way that you think, the way that you train yourself to accept the things that you cannot change, but the focus on the Most High Yah and how He is moving in this day and how He is in the midst of what's going on in this day. When we can train ourselves, our mind, and our heart to really know that He is fully aware of the issues that is taking place, and that when you can come to the understanding that He is not coming to change these situations, these things supposed to get worse and not better. But when we get to this level of understanding just that these things need be, these things cannot be changed. You can't move these things. You can't pray these things away. You can't preach these things to disappear or to vanish. But you can change the way your spirit is willing to live on this earth with whatever the Father sees and knoweth that's taking place. When you have that mindset that the Father is fully aware of it all, ain't nothing hidden from Him, ain't nothing going to stop or be removed outside of what He would do with His own power. That's where you can change your mind. It's like renewing your mind to understand that the things that's actually taking place, it's not created for you to change. I don't care where you're at in the Most High Yah, so you think. I don't care how well you can teach, how well you can preach, how well you can minister. I don't care how well you can appear to be a godliness. I don't care what position you're called to in the body of Hamashiach. I don't care about the gifts you have within the body. When you come to the full knowledge that these things need be, and that our Father, the Creator Himself, is fully aware of everything that's taking place, and that He has not put anything in your hand to change the things that has been prophesied to take place. I don't know if y'all have heard of Jacob's trouble. I don't think Jacob even know what trouble is, but he's going to find that out. I think that the power that bees on the earth that's ruling the four corners, I believe the flesh of man ain't going to realize it has no power until the power of that right hand destroy the power they thought they had. You see, I think they their power is eternal. And guess what? Even Satan Satan himself knows that not even him himself is going to remove Yah's power upon the necks of his serpent seed. Oh, he knows it. But his serpent seeds don't know it. That's what's dangerous. They're going to be conducting themselves like always, thinking they ruling this world. They destroying people, getting rid of people. It's so many issues in this that's taking place on the earth today. I would say I am myself shaken by it. I think mine is really coming from the fact that it's very clearly seen. And if it's on the left, people are looking right. If it's on the right, people are looking left. So this too need be that people could continue to look elsewhere. People can be deceived at the highest level of deception. Like he said that he will pour out the strong delusion. All of that fits into me and what I am beholding in the wilderness. I'm seeing this. It even come with words of trying to understand, well, why they don't see this? They don't see what's going on. They can't see this. They can't see this. When Sister Deborah is saying that, I'm talking about not just the things in the spirit. They can't even see the things in the natural. And it's clearly seen. So Sister Deborah is coming with a message, but I also want to cover some things that's actually taking place. Fox News host spoke a message. It had to have been a day or two on Fox News regarding homeless people. And they were talking about how homeless people need to do this, and do this. So this European individual on Fox News, he decided to say they all need to be executed, deleted, you guys, in a sense. He got in trouble for saying that, but not enough trouble to where he was back on the next day. How can an individual sit up on nationwide television, Fox News, and say homeless people need to be, in a sense, executed? He said something that was very powerful, but guess what happened, y'all? A day or two later, someone went into an in-camp homeless setting, a place where homeless people encamped. And would you believe they shot up a lot of homeless people? And they went elsewhere. I don't think it was the same person. It might have been, and shot up other homeless people. You see, a lot of you all don't understand. A lot of these people are speaking they are speaking things into existence because they know already that's the plan of the elites anyway. All these homeless people has not disappeared out of the United States for no reason. And you don't hear nobody talking about it. See the power of the media who controls what you can hear, what you can know, what you can see, what you can understand. All they have to do is not present it to you. And you would never know that many of homeless people has vanished. So after the host with Fox News stated that they need to do away with the homeless people, lo and behold, I believe it was the next day or the day before, but I believe it was the next day, someone went out with a gun and shot up a bunch of homeless people in two separate locations. You see the power in what is being said and how it's actually being carried out. So be careful. in your thought pattern and how you think things are supposed to go, or how you think or feel things should go. It's not going to rumble your way. It's not going your way. They have moved into a situation where there's no turning back. It has to get worse. But your mind can be renewed. As long as it stays on He that has the power and all power in His right hand, He that knows the beginning and the end, He that is, was, and shall always be. When you know that He carries all, no matter what's going on, then your mind is okay. You can see it and hurt from it from the flesh, but your spirit is going to be content with knowing that you got something in you that's greater than the issues in the whole world. So that's how you can endure. That's how you can get by with all the things that's about to happen and is happening, because that's how I'm getting by. It's horrible for me. So that's why I thank the Father for His endurance and His long suffering spirit. Because without that, I don't know how I would be able to survive what I'm actually seeing in the wilderness. Okay. So I thought that was really strange how Fox News host can actually announce something like that on nationwide news, that they need to do away with all the homeless people. So that shows you they got a plan. And it didn't start when he said it. It's been going on. That's why I think he made that statement. Okay. I don't know if you all have also heard about a European man went in and ambushed cops, policemen. They shot 5, killed 3. Just imagine. Those are grandfathers. Those are fathers. Those are sons. Those are brothers. Those are friends of someone else. And they have been wiped out through an ambush. I think that's what they call it. You see, if you don't understand how the things today is all about, when you thinking you doing something to one, or you getting away with you've been getting away with for years, this is what day we are in. Payback time. And many of you all are out there right now thinking that you are not going to pay back anything. Oh, yes, you are, baby. I was thinking about, I think I said it probably 3 months ago, and then I said it again 2 months ago, and I think I said it again 3 weeks ago. And now I'm hearing it, because when I heard it 3 months ago, I already knew it in the spirit realm. That's how it's going to come down. See, all the ones that's up got to come down. I don't care what you in. You got to come down. If you were the head, you're going to be the tail. And the head means when you had everything going for yourself. You were in need for nothing. And you shared yourself in a form of greed, pride, boasting, ego, and had many words to say about other people who didn't have what you had. And justified that they could have had what you had, knowing that they could not have had you really knew how the world rumbles. A lot of European people right today think that everybody could have had what they did have if they worked hard, if they did A, B, C, D, if their parents did this. You could have had what I had if you went to school and got a degree. If you would have got a free education, as if everything was given unto them, and then everybody should be at the level where they at. And if you're not, something wrong with you. You just didn't do living right. That's the mindset of people. So I like the beauty of what the Father is about to do as far as the head being the tail and the tail being the head. Because people think somebody playing with them. They really think somebody playing with them. But y'all about to show you I cannot be played with. I seen it all. I seen it from the beginning to where it's at today. Oh, you didn't need me. I'm in your night prayer and your early morning prayer. And then when you sick, you pray. But I'm gonna show you. As long as you had everything going for you, you didn't care about nobody but you and yours. Now, the reason why I say that is right today, many people don't understand how they're going to pull the rug from underneath many people. Sister Deborah, would tell you right now, I have always thought that they will eventually do something to the homeless. And even though they have not informed you all about it, let me tell you something. They didn't already moved into that stage. Not when this newsman said it, before then. People are complaining big time. What happened to all the homeless? First thing in my mind was said ground up in what you eating, and you think you eating something because you feel you entitled to eat what you want. You got what it takes to get what you want. But it's what is that is a situation, and I'm gonna give you what's coming to my mind now. My son, not my son, which one was it told me that? No, not my son, my ex-husband. He told me about 4 months ago. He asked me, did you know that during the pandemic time, during COVID, they had took all older model cars and destroyed them. Later on during that time, I said to him, two places that had all kind of cars on its lot. I mean, thousands of cars. All of them have vanished. All of them have vanished. And I'm like saying, is this not what he said? They put, when they reset, the reset was to do away with all the cars, the older model cars. And they did. The only one they did not touch was those who owned the old cars. I had a 1999 Dodge Caravan. 2 weeks ago, not even, it wasn't even 2 weeks ago, about a week and a half ago, putting gas in it, it's leaking at the bottom, out of the, underneath the car, like gushing water. The more gas was put in it, I'm looking at this gas coming straight out of it. That was an old car. And I'm going to tell you how powerful that old car was. That car would run good, drive good, air was in it good, everything about it, it was good. But it was, to me, the oldest looking rustic car in Missouri. That's how I saw it. Why? Because nowhere in Missouri did I see not one car as old as the one that I was driving. And I gave all glory and honor to the Most High Yah that allowed me to just have something to go to A to B. And even sometimes I had to stay into repentance to the Father. I had to stay into repentance to the Father because I felt so shamed. I felt so shamed because everywhere I go, I had felt that I had the raggediest car in Missouri. And during that time, I'd be feeling like that. I'd be saying, Father, forgive me. I'm sorry. I appreciate you just letting me have something. But I always went back to that flesh thought, no matter where I go. I felt shame. Now I'm looking at them talk and hearing them talking about the homeless. What happened? Where are they at? If they could delete old cars and they are nowhere to be seen, what do you think they could do with homeless people that no one knows and cares who they are, where they are, or what they do? And if they do away with them, no one will miss them. You get, I don't know if y'all a long ways from home. I know you are. That's what I'm putting together. Because my ex-husband told me when they reset, they got rid of all the cars on the lots. And I myself, I vouch for that because I've actually told him there's 2 lots that had a whole bunch of cars on them. They all disappeared, but they were older model cars. They gone. The lot is empty. And if you see how big that lot is, and both lots, you say they had that many cars on and all of them go. Yes, they are. Disappeared. Just like my ex-husband said. He said they reset, and the reset was to do away with all the old cars. So this is what I think they did, and they are doing with the homeless. They are disappearing, and ain't nobody saying nothing about it. Just like those old cars. And like the one I had is I got it from this Mexican guy, and I was grateful and appreciated that the Father, allowed me to have something to get back and forth. So the auto mechanic guy that does a lot of work, he says, now, Miss Brown, we're not going to do no more work on this car. That's what he said to me. So when I saw that gas cushion, I said, okay, let me take it back to my mechanic. But I thought about what he said. He said, no, more work needs to be put. Money need to be put back in this van. He said he didn't want me trying to keep that van going. So if I were to take it back and tell him I need the what's that gas? The gas tank fix or something like that, he wouldn't do it. He said, Miss Deborah, we talked about not, because see, his father used to do work for me, and he died, and his son took on. And he said the last time I had something done, the motor of the windshield blaze wipers, he said, now we're not going to do no more work on this van. The van itself is not worth putting this type of money into it. So when I saw that gas, I said, okay, I'm going to take this back. But I thought about what he said. Let's not do that. Let's not add money into the van. So to say this, when I think of them doing away and resetting and destroying all the old cars, and I happen to have one, when I would be driving, I always saw that I had the oldest car no matter where I went or where I was going. Was I grateful? I was, but yet it's still, I had a shame about driving it. So just imagine, here are these homeless people. They're disappearing just like those cars. And then nobody saying nothing about it. Nobody's not talking about it. Nobody ain't teaching. Ain't nobody saying, well, wait a minute, we want to know where the homeless people. Ain't nobody doing nothing. And then you get the other day, Fox News hosts, they on there talking about the homeless need to do this, and do this. And if they don't, and then all of a sudden the host going to say, well, they just need to do away with them. I mean, he actually said it, and he got in trouble, but he was back on there the next day. He got in trouble for saying that, but he was back on there. But just see how flamboyant he felt. If you're homeless, you need to be done away with anyway. This is where we at, people. This is where I'm telling you we are at. So this is what's going on. It had to have been like 4 months ago. I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago too. See, a lot of people don't really understand when he said the head will be the tail and the tail will be the head. Yah is going to allow it to flip. And like I spoke, y'all probably didn't heard me say this because I said it just more than once. People who have will lose what they got. Because being tried by the fire, and the fire is kindled, and being, how would I say it, in such a time as this, and you have not did your study in the spirit realm, or even enough study to know where we're at in this day and time and what is actually going to take place. I believe without a doubt, and I've said this before, people who own property and home and business, they're going to lose big time. They're going to feel the impact. Let me explain something. People don't understand when it says you can't miss what you never had. But I believe the head being the tail and the tail being the head, I think that that's going to play a role in this midnight hour. And I'm hearing a lot of it. Now, I heard it 4 months ago, but I'm hearing a lot of it now, where they're about to raise the house, the property and housing insurance so high, people are not going to be able to afford to pay house insurance. To pay house insurance. And when the banks start to flipping and turning and twisting, that's your mortgage right there. That's how hardcore your business and your property and your home gonna be hit. When they start flipping these banks, that's your mortgage being hurt. So what they're saying now, millions of people are going to lose their houses and their homes and their business and their property. And I believe that. In the year of 2008, when they did it then, I could see the crookedness, the conniving, the manipulation, the lies when they took all those foreclosed homes. So if you think that what I'm saying is a bunch of foolishness and you're going to outbeat what y'all going to allow them to do, pull up when that time comes and tell me. Because it's going to happen. I know that myself. And it has a lot to do with people who think they got from A to Z. And it's all about me and mine. I think about me even with 6 children. Now I got 2 grandbabies. If I don't trust in Yah with them, I can't trust in nothing else. One thing, like I was saying to the father today, I remember, Father, when China was, not China, Crystal was going to school, you said you was going to make her a doctor of many. I'm looking for him to make her a doctor of many in the spirit realm. But can I see it now? I can't see it. I can't see it. But not to say it's not coming. But I can't see it. Nowhere in sight. So don't think it's not like I'm saying these things just to be saying it. I'm just showing you the difference even when it comes down to my children. It doesn't matter. That's the preparation of the Most High Yah for his servant, is to prepare them for whatever his right hand gonna move away from, and let it be. This is not the time to make it about individuals as you. Then if you so into you, then all the issues that's upon the earth today, it's going to be about you and the issues. Y'all ain't going to be in the mess. Since you can straighten this issue out, he's going to let you straighten it out. Okay, you go in there and straighten it out. Since you got it in control. You got it in your right hand. You got it master. People going to call on the Most High Yah, and like I told you, he ain't going to show up. He already know. You never called on me for nothing that has to do with spiritual. Why must you call on me now with the cares of the world and the issues of the world? in your financial situation now that is falling and caving. You're losing your home. Now you want me. You're losing your health. Now you want me. And people think he just that low that they can call him on rebound and he'll pull up on their behalf. You might take things even what Sister Deborah say, and you would trash every word. But when it all said and done, watch how people lose their homes. Only thing I want to say to you all, it's going to be worse than 2008. See, 2008 snuck up on you. What's about to happen to people in their homes, it ain't going to sneak up on you. It's just going to take place. He told you he was going to try you by the fire. He told you that. Because the fire is coming to try you in your ugly ways. So you can see, am I about the flesh or am I about the spirit? We're going to see which one or what about you going to buckle up and lay down. You see? In this day, this is the trying time of our faith, our belief, and really who we really represent, who we really stand for. What side are we on? That's what this is about. This is what it's about. So we have a time period that's right before us where they're going to start snatching people, property, business, homes, okay? You're going to be tried by the fire. Some people right here today, they so prepared. They said, I don't care what it is that come upon me. I'm ready. Okay. We'll see how ready you're going to be. Because y'all going to make sure they come to you first. How about that? How ready will you be? See, we have to have a renewed mind and a pure heart. And get our tail in the body of Hamashiach and rest therein. So we can get up out of here. Oh no, I got this, I ain't going nowhere. I want to stay where I'm at. You see? Because they really think that they got something more than somebody else. And don't even understand the Most High Yah could care less what you got, what you have, what you save, and what you're trying to save, and what you're trying to build up on, and what you're trying to get. It ain't gonna matter in the days to come. Jacob's trouble is bigger than Jacob's trouble. It's going back to what I was saying to you, Deuteronomy 28, until they are destroyed. That's what Jacob messed up at. That's what Jacob messed up at. They didn't take him at his word about Jacob's trouble. They made Jacob's trouble about them, the Hebrew Israelite men. Oh, it's us. But they don't, they take the Jacob trouble, they teach it, they call themselves ministry and instilling it into the men. But they don't understand without the prophet. You don't know what Jacob trouble really is consist of. Jacob trouble ain't no play, y'all. Jacob trouble is also detached to Deuteronomy 28. Jacob ain't seen nothing yet. All through Deuteronomy 28 in verses saying until they are destroyed. Until they are destroyed. This gonna happen until they are crushed. Until they are deleted. Until they are destroyed. All these things, and how did Jacob miss it? But yet he's want to get you to understand what Jacob's trouble consists of. But they didn't want to tell you the truth of the fact of what is Jacob's trouble. What is they meaning when they say Jacob's trouble? The only thing they wanted you to understand was the lie. And that's the only part you was willing to understand. That's the only part you was willing to accept was the lie. So you're going to live in it, swim in it, and you're going to end up dying in it. Okay? Because what you all didn't understand, y'all son his servant to tell the truth. But y'all never wanted, y'all never wanted the truth. You wanted the lie. So you're going to rest in it. Okay, so I come to tell you, millions of people shall lose their home. Okay, and you might think, hey, not me, they can't let me. Oh, baby, I don't care where you at in that stage. They got many ways to take your home, to snatch your home. All they have to do is raise your insurance and other things. Oh, they got many ways. All they have to do is the bank be removed. The bank decide to do something that makes it 4 or 5 times higher for your taxes. See, for it, y'all, it's over. And because you have not thought about renewing your mind by the spirit of your mind, instead you wants to lean toward the understanding of the flesh of your mind and not the spirit of your mind. Then you just go on, keep on walking. Okay? I know you all heard about all these cops was ambushed and 5 got shot. I think 1 was still in critical, 3 are dead, and 1 is doing, I think, better. But the thing about it is, this individual was their own nation, that white on white. You're going to see a lot of this. Why? Because the Bible, it warned people who read it that there's going to be a war, and it ain't going to have just like racial wars in it. It says nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. It never say black against white or Israelites or the Jews against the Europeans or against the African. No, no, no. He's letting you know it's going to be all around. It's going to be coming from every end. Every end. The difference from Jacob is the fact that it always stepped in its own nation, in its own community to destroy it. So it is numb to the fact of what can actually take place. They are somewhat moved by the fact of what the Europeans are doing and showing them by taking these young men and doing away with them in broad daylight by bringing them back to lynching them. So they sending a message to the black men and the black people, the African American people. But the African American is so numb, just as Deuteronomy said, until they are destroyed. Mentally, they just gone. They are so destroyed in the way they think, the way they feel, the way they comprehend things, the way they work with each other, the way they. This one man said something that made so much sense. He said it on TikTok. He said, I believe that black men need to just go on and marry black men. They have so much hate for black women. Just go on and get you some black men and marry them. Cause seem like y'all have that same feminine feeling of having that hate for feminine female in your own nation. He said, so therefore go on get with you some black men. Most of you doing it anyway, but he was saying that, and that the way he said it made a lot of sense. Is it wicked and evil? Yes, but it made a lot of sense. Since the black women ain't worth a dime and you feel you got every word to belittle her, go to what's best for you, your black men. And he said something which I have seen for the last 10 years. It is, I said it to you all on probably 3 or 4 videos. I sit back and I watch how the men now hug each other, shake hands with each other, and they wants to be so close to each other now. And he was saying that's a lot of that, but he said, but it's like to him, it's a feminine closeness. And it is, because that's what I had made a video about. A couple of videos, maybe 3 of them. And that was about 1.5 years ago. I said, it's just something about the way they grip each other now and shake hands with each other and hug each other. It's like, it's a closeness that they have for each other now. So he said that they should just go on and have men. Get with their men. Get with black men. Since you got that level of hate for women, your women, go on, get you a man. Because it seemed like that's what y'all moving into anyway. That's what he was saying. But you black women couldn't see it because they just want what they want. They can see that this part of what's going on with a nation of men is real, to where you don't want to get involved with men that's like that. But they don't care. They just think, just as long as I can get a man in my bed, I'm good. That's showing you what it's called silly women. Ladder with sin. Okay, so they did take out a lot of not a lot, but it was just 5 cops. But a European man set it up to where he can delete them. Okay, and he did. He killed 3, wounded both 2. One still in critical condition. One is still living and doing a little better. But it's just the idea that the mindset that you decided to take the rest of your life and take out you some of your own nation of people. You see? You see what I'm saying? See, can we say that about Judah? No, Judah been taking their people out since the beginning of time. Oh, yes. You see? They have also, the European has also, it's just the media is owned by them. So they're not putting what they actually are doing before the media. You see? They ain't showing you how wicked and evil they are. They had, I think, a lieutenant or a captain stand up and said for Charlie Kirk that he wished that it wasn't the man that had killed them was one of them. It was coming from another nation, another people, which he was really trying to say black. We don't do things like that. Charlie Kirk, or whatever his name, ain't said nothing to move black men or blacks to want to take him out. He ain't said nothing and he ain't done nothing to want a black person to take him out. What I'm going to tell you all, and I know just a few that's listening to me at my voice, you're not going to take heed to it, and that's still good because you're not in the body of Hamashiach anyway. You just on here being nosy. Nosy in your hearing, and nosy in your seeing, and nosy in your smelling, and nosy in your thinking. Just nosy. But the whole idea is, this is what I see today. I see the United States is using all of their power and their authority to cover up Charlie Kirk whole incident by putting all kind of things in the media for distraction to pull people away from Israel, who really set the hit. They sat and signed the assassination. It come from them. And they got all these other distractions regarding Charlie Kirk because see, this is the dumbness of white people, the Europeans, the mega people. They don't see they playing on their intelligence. They throwing their focus off. So they wouldn't know that Israel is the one that signed the sign for the assassination of this man. It ain't about Candace. Candace ain't nobody in this world. She ain't never been nobody. She ain't gonna ever be anybody. She just a speck that they waiting to remove. And in her, she thinks she's somebody. She ain't nothing. She ain't figured it out yet. A woman that has that many babies and out here clowning. Instead of being at home with your children and raising your children, thinking you making a difference in this world. You's a fool, you's a fool, and you's a fool. Now they trying to turn against her. They need to turn against her. And I told y'all that the other day. Because that's how Israel rumbled. That's how it was easy for them to take your identity and live all these years with it. Because they think that they ruling the whole world, and they are. They don't just have the United States in control. They have it all in control. And this is another reason why they are right now got every issue on the earth bombarding our media to keep the people for putting this situation in the lap of Israel, the Israelis, the Israels that's over there, the fake ones. That's why they bombarding these Europeans in this country with all this other trash And they so stupid and they falling for it. It's so you can get the focus off of the real one that assigned the assassination of this man, Charlie Kirk. That's the truth of the whole matter. And it don't matter. Because this is how they rumble. This is how they play the game. Always did and always will. And that's a sad thing for me because I'm sitting here looking at them, grabbing all the people in this country mindset, targeting it everywhere away from the Israelis over there, because they know that's the reason and that's who assigned the assassination of that man. They got these Europeans out here howling and hooping and acting a fool toward blacks. And you see the dumbness of them? Why, Israelis is going to bump their tails off after they think that they're going to get them to go up against us. That's how stupid they are. That's how stupid this country has always been. And that's what you're going to learn in these last days. I was thinking about something that many people have not covered, and I'm going to try to cover it tomorrow. I will do that. I will try to cover it tomorrow because I want to get all my information, and I'm going to allow you to understand that there is so many heavy, hardcore Jacob troubles and many issues that one is about to experience. What they did is people are focusing on, and they have mixed up all the things of the end days with Yeshua, the Son of Man, coming back. They have forsaken the truth of the matter that the Son of Man is not coming back to deal with tribulation, to deal with perilous time, to deal with this evil of darkness, to deal with this judgment, the lawlessness. No, he's not. He's not coming this time. His time is a ways away, you guys. And they're not telling you that. And you are not asking the question and not saying, well, wait a minute, what about where we at today? You know what they're looking for? The Son of Man. And he ain't nowhere in sight. His mission is not to deal with what we are: Jacob's trouble, tribulation, perilous time, lawlessness, judgment of the Father, the judgment on the earth of the Father, the fire, the kindle of the fire. This is not who the Son of Man is assigned to. So the biggest lie that all the so-called churches in the world and religion, they lied to you all. Because the Son of Man, time is not now. It's not now. And you all have been fully deceived. We got to go through all of this other wicked and evil stuff. And you know what? We need to. We have failed my Father 24/24. We have dishonored him. We have polluted his name. We have disrespected him. We refuse to exalt him. We have refused to magnify him. We refuse to praise him and honor him. We refuse to allow him to come in even to our life to be about him. We have rejected his own body of homoousia he created. And we're really thinking that the end is coming for us. See, there's a different time when the small remnant is getting out of here. You see? So there's plenty. The world is not going to end, y'all. Yeshua mission is not fin to end this thing for you. You ain't getting out of that easy. So the long suffering, the endurance, the lawlessness, the fire of Yah has been kindled. The fire of Yah has been lit. The judgment of Yah is lit on this earth. Jacob's trouble is in play, fully in the center. And all this chaos must take place. And that's why I also say to those who have spirit and truth and have the light, this is your time to shine. And what I mean shine, in the midst of all this darkness. It ain't the type of shine, oh, I'm a prophet, I'm a prophetess, I'm a pastor, I'm a bishop, I'm a minister, I'm a seer, I'm a priest, I'm a this. You ain't done nothing. It's time for suffering. It's time for endurance to be felt. It's time for long suffering to be felt. Everybody got mouth and ain't got no spirit. That spirit that carry all understanding. That spirit that carried the spiritual wisdom. That spirit that carried the spiritual knowledge. Oh, they don't have that. So Sister Deborah, I hope that you can pull something out of this message and hold firm and run on to the hands of Yah and hope that when he see you coming, he grab you and hold firm to you. Because that's where we at today. And if you looking for another pleasure, or you looking for another comforter, or you looking for another assurance, or you looking for another way of thinking that you're going to hold on to all that is not, if it's in the flesh and materialistic things that think you, it's going to keep you, it's going to save you, it's going to protect you, guess what? You're already doomed. So Sister Deborah, say unto you, I hope you got something out of it. Many things is taking place and no one gives a rat's behind because the fear of Yah is not in them. To know that he ain't playing in this day and time with me nor you. So Sister Deborah, say, shalom and shalom.